Hi, it's Andy.
Hi, it's Dave.
Hi, it's Kirk.
Welcome to the ADK channel, and with us today we have Kim and Mike from Scarlet Envy. Welcome to the channel.
Thank you.
Very nice. Today's video is a new video from one of our Hertfordshire scene bands, so let's go check it out. We'll share our thoughts and feelings at the end. Okay, there we go. That was, of course, Race and Blue Sky Vengeance. Interesting song title. Gonna kick it over then to Kim and Mike for your first impressions on that particular song.
Yeah, I really enjoyed that. Like I said, I'm actually really quite fussy. That right up my street, I would say. Vocals, really enjoyed that. For some reason, it's making me think of Daughtry. I don't know if that's the band that I'm supposed to be thinking of, but that's something there is telling me Daughtry. The guitars, brilliant. And you don't often find many people that will make a pause for a bass solo. Like there was a bit, for me personally, I don't know if it went on a little bit longer than it should have. However, I thought that was quite a good little break. You don't see that very often. The video was interesting. I'm not sure what it has to do with the song, but I thought it was quite but it was interesting. Obviously, like the whole blue stuff. There was the hints of the blue necklace, the blue shawl, and everything. I thought the guys looked great in their little suits and their ties and stuff. Yeah, really good effort from them. I really enjoyed it. I would love to hear it live, and I definitely would listen to it again. I think that was really good.
Mike?
Yeah, I enjoyed that. We played with these guys last year, I think, Record School Day. Yeah. And this was just phenomenal. Me personally,
isn't it? Yeah, I think
this
was really good.
Vocally, he's got such a range.
Yes, definitely.
I'm kind of getting a bit of a... Who was it? Is it Lane Stanley from...
Oh, okay.
A little bit in some of the sections. Yeah, I mean, guitar work, phenomenal. I mean, these guys know their stuff. You can hear the modal interchange in there. All the little alternate picked runs were on point. Like you know they've been sitting there practicing. I mean, visually, everyone looked like they were really enjoying themselves, except I think it was just one or two, like the guitar players. Like everyone was really giving it some on the video, and now and again you would pan to the guitar player, and he's just like,
yeah, okay,
dude.
Might be the illusion they were trying to
create, yeah,
it
might be. It might be that. Other than that, I agree. Like, I enjoyed having a bass solo. It was great. But it might have been that second section of it was like...
It was good. It was fun.
Yeah, I mean, really, don't get me wrong. Good. It was really good, really technical, but it was that...
Is it on that?
Okay,
yeah.
Should we move on to the next section?
But then I suppose you could argue, is that what they're trying to create? You think it's going to go here? Yeah. No, wait.
Yeah, but again, really, really good song. Great work. Great video.
I'm going to throw it to Kirk next. Your thoughts?
What an evolution we've witnessed with this band. So they started off as a heavy grunge band, didn't they? You had your Pearl Jam and Stone Temple Pilots, and you had a bit of Metallica in there. And now they've clearly gone in a prog metal direction, which is one of my favorite genres. And they remind me of that Swedish band, Pain of Salvation, and the singer.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I know that one.
Come on, we should all know Pain of Salvation, and the 2003 Remedy Lane album. No, there's definitely that influence. We are going to have to address the bass solo. If they release this as a single and then they do a radio edit, it's clear what's going to be removed from the radio edit version of this song. 20-second bass solo, that's fine. What the hell are you thinking, allowing that to extend to nearly 40 seconds? It's not about being second guessing you or trying to take you by surprise. I just think it's superfluous. I mean, it sounds beautiful, doesn't it, at the beginning? It was like almost like a fretless bass, it sounded like.
It is, yeah.
I'd just like to hear the discussion between the two guitarists and the bass player, and he's like, yeah, I'll tell you what, should we do something different? Let's put a bass solo in this. Like, yeah, okay, we're just gonna close the door, you do your 20 seconds, and then we'll come back. And then they come back in the studio and he's still playing it a minute later. Why didn't they at any point just politely say, okay, that's really good, we're just going to edit some of that, you need to write something shorter? Didn't spoil the song though. Louis Dunham, the vocalist, let's talk about this guy. One of the best singers on the scene, possibly, in the underground rock and metal scene nationwide as well. Even if you look, even the extreme metal vocals, he's really worked on them. I think they were too sporadic in that song. Either go all in and really deliver that malevolent roar, don't tease us like he kept doing leading up to the chorus. I mean, did you hear how he held on to that gasp at the end, that agonizing interplay of voice? So impressive. And as a rock singer, this guy has got, not only has he got the range, he's got that passion and energy as well, hasn't he? He is charismatic. How many times do we hear that term, charismatic voice? I think Louis really do. And I'm excited by this band. If that's what we can expect on their debut album, then this is my type of album. Yeah, really impressive. Bring on the next single.
Andy, what's your thoughts on this?
Yeah, I really like Rays. I've seen them a few times. I've not heard them much recording, but they do put on a great show. Agree with everything that's been said so far. Louis is a great vocalist and a great frontman. I would like to have heard a bit more of the harsh vocals because they were excellent. As you say, Kurt, it's a bit of a tease, wasn't it? You know, and apart from at the end where it sort of ends the song, I'd like to have heard more of that. But he's got a great voice, a great range. I think this song is almost like a showcase for each of the musicians. You know, he talked about the bass solo. I did like that, but I think it was a little bit too long. But it did sound really good. It's obviously not a standard song structure when you incorporate passages like that. I like the sort of lead guitar tone. That sound was excellent. As you say, very talented guys. The video, I like the look. I like the sharp suits. You know, I don't know if it's supposed to be some sort of wedding reception. I'd like the masks to have been taken away. I didn't like the masks, to be honest. I think they'd have been better off without that. And I like the sort of visual where the camera's focused on, you know, the playing of the instruments rather than the musician. You know, you don't see their face for much of it. It's sort of concentrating on their sort of hands and body, which I like. You've seen that used before in other videos. I like that particular visual effect. But yeah, really good song and a great video to accompany. They've obviously put a lot of time and money into that.
Okay. I'm going to break my feedback into two parts, music video and obviously the track itself. Music video, I didn't get the concept of the video at all. I don't know what it's got to do with the song, but the song title doesn't really give you much away either. Blue Sky Vengeance, I'm not sure what that topic is about, so the video didn't help explain it. I'd have to go and get the lyrics and try and understand what the story's going on about. I know Louis got married early part of the year. I'm just wondering if he had the wedding and then said, guys, can we just keep you on? Can you all put some masks on? And we're just going to shoot a music video and then we'll get back to the wedding and cut some cake. I'm not sure if that's what happened, but I got that kind of vibe, maybe.
They did. They looked very dapper.
They did. There's a camera thing that people keep doing in videos, which is this kind of swaying motion with cameras around. This constant mobility, which I can't stand. It makes you feel seasick when you're doing it. And they rather than just kind of cutting and giving a very slight movement, they like to do this constant movement around. So I wasn't a big fan of that. And I think they were recording with playback through speakers versus in-ear, because you can see from the drummer, if you see him live, he really goes for it. And he was so timid on the drums. Because obviously if you're playing and recording to a music video and you hit those cymbals, everyone loses time because no one can hear what they're doing. So the drummers have to be really timid so that they don't get too much bleed. So that was my only thing. I thought if they'd put him on in-ears, he could have just wailed away and everyone could have just been through an in-ear. They may have been, but it just felt like he was really restrained compared to seeing him live. But the actual shooting of the video, I thought the color scheme, the look, overall vibe of the video worked really well. There's just some things I wasn't a big fan of. As far as like some of the camera shots, the angles, etc. Musically, really enjoyed it. There's a few things vocally. Having heard them do it live, Louis, I preferred him much more on the record than I prefer him live. I prefer him on record more than I do live, because on live he's on his own, which means he tries to project too much. This felt a lot more controlled, and you could hear his tone more. There were a lot of layers. There were some nice backing harmonies, and he doesn't do those live. So, and I think he needs those live, just to give you that sort of depth. Otherwise, what he does is he tries to push it through in volume and projection, and I don't think that works as well live as it does on the record. I'm not a fan of the harsh vocals on this at all. That scratchy style, because I know he uses a pedal to get that effect. So he basically uses a distortion booster vocal effect, which gives him that harshness. And you get that oversaturated effect. So I prefer his clean voice. I'm more of a clean guy anyway. But I actually would, if he'd done a lower, less scratchy growl or scream, I would have liked that. It's just getting a little bit too much, where if you go any more down that route, you're going Lorna Shore sort of style. You're going much further down the route, and that's kind of far away from what I would actually listen to. Guitar sounded great. Bass, length of that bass side was fine. I just think I would have much rather have heard it from a fretted bass, because when he started playing more notes, you were getting this fret slide buzz, and you just weren't getting that clarity of the tone. When it was doing the first few notes, it's fine, but when it starts getting a bit more intricate, you can hear it straight away. It was on a fretless, and he's sliding more, and it just found a little bit more muffled, and I'd like to hear that a bit more cleaner. But overall, really good song by Raze. So there we go. That is our feedback on the new single by Raze. If you like this video, please do like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on another video sometime very soon. Take care.